a new card class that I have that you can do in the comfort of your home, okay? This is my Magnolia Lane Suite class kit to go. So let me show you the cards first, and then I'll show you what comes with the kit. There's absolutely no stamping involved, and I'll tell you all about that as well. So here's one of the cards right here. I'm just going to show these to you quickly. There are 20 cards in all, ladies, 20 cards. Here's another one. Here's one. So we've got birthday. There's even some wedding in here. Some thanking of you. Thank you. Here we are. Happy birthday again. Sending warm wishes for a special day. Hello, you. You and me. That would be a nice anniversary card. Thinking of you. You are my everything and more. Thank you. And hooray for today and everyday moments, okay? So these are the 20 cards. Let me say hello to a few friends. Hi, Carol. Hi, Lee. Hi, Amy. Welcome tonight. So with the Magnolia Lane class kit to go, all right, here's the details. You get to create 20 cards on this craft cardstock, okay? And the cards are embossed with this silver embossing on every single one of them, okay? So 20 of these. Then you get 20 coordinating envelopes, and see the silver embossing around the envelope. And this goes inside. It's an envelope liner. So you'll get 20 note cards, 20 envelopes, and 20 envelope liners, okay? Now also in your kit, you're going to receive this box right here. It's the Magnolia Lane Memories and More card pack. And inside that card pack, and you get the entire kit, you're going to have, I want to say this is 4x6. I could be wrong. It's 4x6. So you get 50 cards total, and these are 4x6, and these are 3x4. And this is what you're creating your cards with. And so there's no stamping involved. And when the kit arrives, I am going to pull out 5 of those cards, and I am going to die cut those shapes for you. So ladies, when you receive your kit, it is ready to put together with dimensionals and the snail adhesive tape. Those are the only 2 things that you will need, snail and your Stampin' Dimensionals, okay? Now, the deadline to order is this Sunday. I know it's a quick turnaround. I want to get this out to everyone. And you need to order by Sunday, April 19th, okay? The kit does include everything that I just showed you. It's $32.50. And if you would like me to ship priority mail to you, that is $7.15, and it arrives in 2 days, all right? These should ship the week of May 1. I'm going to say around May 4th or 5th, okay? They will ship to you. And if you have your mini catalog tonight, we are working on pages 54, 55, and 56, okay? And tonight's inspiration came from these 3 cards. So that's what we're going to be creating. Hi, Tricia, welcome. Now, for those that are just joining us this evening, my name is Tammy Shia, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I've been demonstrating now for almost 12 years. And it's really hard for me to believe that, because I still have just as much fun with this now as I did when I started 12 years ago. So, and it's always something exciting and new products all the time. It makes it just very fun, and you get to meet lots of great people. So now we'll get started, I promise. Hello, Kathy. So good to have you tonight. All right, so let me show you the stamp set, okay? Now, you can purchase the stamp set by itself, or you can add the bundle to it or add the dies to it and then save 10%, okay? So this is the stamp set right here. And whenever you notice a shape or stamped image in white, that means there's either a die that will cut that out or a punch. All right, so keep that in mind. This set is great for watercoloring. It's great for just stamping with these images here, and I'll show you how to do that tonight with these images. And it's also great with our Stampin' Blends. Now, if you decide to add the die so you can create the cute little purse, then you're going to want to purchase the bundle because that is 10% off, okay? So let me just show you what I have over here. Here is the Dressed to Impress stamp set right here. And there are 16 stamps in this collection, and they are photopolymer. And when I say photopolymer, I'm going to try and find one here. I mean that you can see through it when you stamp, okay? And we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Now, you can add the dies. And so here are the dies right here. Now, for me, I'm a very visual person. So when I look at this, I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at, right? And so what I've done is I've stamped and I've cut out the shapes for you to look at. Now, the biggest piece is right here, and I will pull this piece up. This is the piece that makes the purse. And when you create your purse, you actually need 2 of these. All right, so keep that in mind. That's that piece now. I've cut everything out for you. So here is the purse die. Again, you need 2 of these. Then we have 2 buckles, and I'm going to show you how to use those tonight. Then there are 2 straps for the purse. You can make them short handles for a bag, or you can make it a backpack and use this as a longer strap. Then we've got 2 flowers that you can stamp and cut out. We've got the shoe that you can stamp and cut out, and the perfume bottle and the lipstick. These can all be stamped and cut out. Then they give us some additional dies. They give us this die right here, which is great for Happy Mother's Day, which is actually in the stamp set. And then they give us this shape right here, which this shape is really clever, all right? Hi, Gail, welcome. So with this shape, you can stamp words on it. And you can also, now let me see, did I not bring my sample over here tonight? I have a sample. Let's see. I'll show you some of the other samples. But anyway, this can be a pocket, and I'll show you how to do that, okay, to create the pocket. You do get 2 different size sets of buttons. So you have a larger buttons and then 2 small ones. And the die, there are 2 button dies for each. So let me show you what I mean. See this? Here's the 2 little buttons, and here's the 2 bigger buttons right here, okay? And then for the buckle, which I think is really clever, with this die, when you roll this through, you get 2 buckles. And so when you're using the buckles for the purse, you can cut out 4 buckles at one time, all right? Okay, any questions about the dies? All right, oh, I see my purse now. This is what I wanted to show you. I was so afraid I didn't bring it over to the table. Remember this shape that you can stamp words on? It can also be a pocket on the purse. And so this is the purse that we're creating tonight, okay? I know, Gail. Gail's got this set. All right, let me show you the designer paper, okay? There are 48 sheets of designer paper. And so you do get 4 of each design, each double-sided design. There's the lipstick on the back. Then we have this sheet right here. Whoops, I am out of order here. Here's another sheet. And again, I just about have a full pack here. Now, if you participated in my paper share, you have this paper, okay? You have half a package, so it's 24 sheets that you already have, okay? This is the back with the small flowers on it. Thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you like it. I love it. The paper, just love it, love it. Love paper. So here's another design. And then we've got makeup brushes and compacts on the other side. Then we have this piece right here. Again, we get 4 sheets. And we've got lipstick and mascara and probably some foundation or something right there. Now, I did check the dye. You know how a lot of times our dyes will coordinate with the designer paper? So I was very hopeful that the lipstick dye would fit here, but it doesn't, okay? So I did test that on the paper, and with the paper, none of the dyes coordinate with the designer paper, okay? So I wanted you to be aware of that. Here's another beautiful piece, and this is the sample. See how it looks when it's all dressed up? And then there's the back of that one. I know, it's all so pretty. All right, look at these purses. Aren't they beautiful? Love the purses. Hi, Laura, welcome. And then look at the shoes on the back. All right, and then here's another piece. And shoes on the back again. Was that the same piece? Yeah, that was the same one I just showed you. I'm sorry. Then we have this piece and dots on the back. And tons of colors coordinate with this paper, ladies. Tons of it. Look at these beautiful flowers. Love this piece. And then here's the back. This is a really pretty piece. We'll go over coordinating colors in just a second. And there's the other side. I love this. This has got Blackberry Bliss in it, Purple Posy, and then there's the back. And then here are some more purses right here. And there's the back. And then again, more purses. And then, yeah, sorry, that was the same one. Here's the perfume. Right here, okay? And the perfume bottle die does not coordinate with this. The die is much larger than this perfume bottle, okay? I know, isn't it beautiful, Kathy? And here's the opposite side. So that's the designer paper. By the way, it does come 6 by 6, okay? This is the actual size, and it's 48 sheets, and I think it's $11.50. And I'm going to move back over here into the mini, and I just want to show you all the coordinating colors. We've got lovely lipstick, petal pink, daffodil delight, old olive, mint macaron, pretty peacock, purple posy, and blackberry bliss. Now the tassels are lovely. You do get 9 tassels. So let me find my tassels. I'm out of the petal pink, but this is what pretty peacock looks like. And then this is the whisper white. And this looks darling hanging on the little purse, which you'll get to see tonight, okay? And then we've got ribbon, which is right here, all right? And the ribbon is in mint macaron. Now there's also one other darling little product that goes with this. And I love this because these little note cards can go inside the purse. So let me show you. You get 24, all right? So you're going to get 8 of this note card. These are 3x3 note cards when they're folded, okay? Hello, Shirley. Thanks for joining us. So this is that purple posy. It's a little swish of color. Then we've got Grapefruit Grove. You're going to get 8 of these. All right, and that's what that one looks like. And then this one is in Daffodil Delight, all right? And you have a bigger swatch of color right there. But it's 8 of each one, and it's 24 all together. I know, Shirley, it's so nice to have you with us. I know it's your first time. That is awesome. And let me show you the envelopes because they are just as cute. Now this is Purple Posy, okay? And so that's gonna go with this note card. And see, look at the design inside. That's Grapefruit Grove right there. And we've got one more to get out. And this one is Daffodil Delight. And that's what the back looks like inside the envelope. How cute are they? And the best part is they all coordinate and fit inside the purse. All right. And I think I've shown you everything in the suite. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. So if you all want to grab something to drink, and if you want to grab a notebook to write down measurements, that's also a good idea. And I'm going to set up my space, and we're actually going to start with the cards first, okay? All righty, so let me just grab some water. I'll let you look at the cards. Here we go. I'm opening them up so that they will be flat for you and that you can see them, okay? And if you want to do a screenshot real quick, you can do that too. All right, I'm trying not to zoom in too much. All right. All right, so yeah, Gail's right. The little purse with note cards would be the perfect little gift. Tuck in some chocolate and it'll be perfect. Hi, Carol, welcome. Well, we're just getting started, Carol, so you haven't missed anything. I cut my finger earlier today and I have a Band-Aid on, and so when I go to zoom in and out with the camera, it's really hard for me to do. So anyway, so if it takes me a few minutes to get the zoom right, that is why. Let's start. Be as bold as your lipstick. How awesome is that? All right, I am going to get out the supplies that I need for this one, okay? And we're going to embellish the envelope as well as the note card, okay? All right, and here's our note card right here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add this piece of designer paper. So let me give you the measurements. Again, this space right here is 3x3, okay? So it's a 3x6 card. It's scored at 3 inches. And when you fold it, it's 3x3. So when I say a 3x3 note card, this is what I'm talking about, okay? Now, these are, Carol, in case you missed this, these little cards are found right in the mini catalog with the Best Dressed Suite, okay? So they come like this. We're gonna add designer paper, and this is measuring 2.5 by 2.5, all right? So that's the first thing. You're gonna use your snail, and you're just going to add some snail to the back here, all right? And now I have that, see that loop that I get? Do you all get that same loop? I am going to put my fingernail right in that little crease, And I am going to turn this wheel so that it will catch that adhesive and get the loop out of there, all right? So if that ever happens to you, then that's what you're gonna need to do. All right, so I'm just going to center this, okay? Just like this. And then I'm going to take this piece of designer paper and I'm going to stamp Be As Bold As Your Lipstick. So let's make sure, okay, I've got the correct one. And I am going to bring in my stamping mat. Now the reason for this, in case any of you all are new to stamping, our photopolymer stamps are not a rubber mount stamp. And so when you stamp with them, they don't have any cushioning. And so this mat will help with that when we go to stamp. Now, actually going to use basic gray ink. So this is what I have used for just about all the cards, okay? So that's my background color, basic gray. All right. And then I'm going to ink this up and I'm going to put it on this piece of paper right here. Okay, and you can see I've got a beautiful image, so this mat was a big help for that. Then I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch and I'm going to insert it, and I kind of want my words over towards the right because I'm going to add the lipstick over here, okay? So we'll punch that out. Okay, and now we are ready to stamp our lipstick. And again, I'm going to stamp it in the basic gray. All right, and I'll put it about right there. And I am going to close up this ink, okay? So we don't get it all over us. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead. Well, we'll do that in a second. Okay, so now we've got our lipstick. Now to cut this out, you're going to use this die right here, okay? And I actually meant to bring my Big Shot sandwich over here, but what I use is my magnetic platform, cutting pad, then paper and die, cutting pad, and just roll it through the Big Shot, okay? So a super simple, easy cut, all right? And if you need help with building that sandwich, just ask me and I'm happy to do that. All right, so let's go ahead. I've taken the time to cut out the lipstick, okay? We're cutting out lots of little pieces tonight. And if you were waiting on me to do all this, this would probably take till about 9:30, okay? Because there are lots of little pieces that I'm using, so... let's see, let's get the lovely lipstick. Let me bring in the sample right there. And you're gonna love this, I think. I think it's really fun. See this stamped image right here, this stamp? It's just kind of a blob. And you're going to ink that up and you're just gonna stamp. And there's your lipstick, all right? So I'll show you. All right, it even looks like lipstick, doesn't it? So that's that one. And then we are going to take Highland Heather, and I'm looking for here we are. We're gonna use this image right here. I love the fact that when you stamp these, it really looks like watercoloring, doesn't it? All right, and I'm just stamping there. I probably could have stamped off because you can see here this one is much lighter. So that might have been a better option, but I didn't think about it. All right. And so now we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. And we are going to put it right about here, okay? And then we'll pop up the lipstick. So you all let me know if you have any questions as we go, okay? So there we are. There's our cute little note card. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. All right, now we're going to use some sequins, okay? And let's see. Let me find those. I have lots of stuff over here tonight. I'm actually using the woven threads sequin assortment, okay? Great question, Laura. The lipstick color here is Lovely Lipstick. It's an in color that is just about to retire. And then this is actually Highland Heather, but I should have stamped off, okay? And I would have gotten a lighter image, all right? Now I'm going to add a little bit of glue here, a little bit of Tombow, all right? And this is gonna be for the sequins, all right? So that's there. And now I'm gonna bring in my little tool here. And let's see here, I'm gonna pick up one of these little guys, okay? One of these sequins. And it wants to just stick to my, hang on. I think I know what the problem is. This is a little long. So I'm gonna shorten that and then I'll just turn that. There we go. All right, let's do another one. We'll do this one. I'll put that one right there. Oh, and I had a second one, so guess what? It's going right here. Okay. Hang tight. Okay, I got it. Whew, I had to hold my breath on that one. Okay, so that's the sequence for that. And now here is the sweet little envelope that we're gonna put it in. And the lines are in Purple Posy. And this is how the envelope comes, okay? And so on this envelope, let's see. I should have some pieces in here. We're actually gonna dress it up a bit, all right? So I'm gonna show you how to do that. We're gonna need Grapefruit Grove. And this time, I'm going to use this piece. I love these little pieces. I'm gonna stamp off, all right? So it's not too heavy. And then I'm gonna stamp that right in the center, all right? Okay, and then I'm going to take my Lovely Lipstick ink and find, let's see, Hello Fabulous, and I'm gonna stamp right on top. All right, there you go. I should have used my mat. Do you see how this one is a little faded? I should have used my mat. That would have been most helpful. I always tend to forget that. Okay, now our flowers, when you go to stamp these, we actually have two different flowers in the stamp set. We have the single flower, okay, and then we have a flower that is a double flower. And I actually mounted them on the same block. They have different dies for cutting them out. And then I just stamped, and that gave me enough space between them that I can place the die here and cut them at the very same time. Now, you could mount the flowers on two different blocks and just stamp them, okay? But that is another option. And here you're going to see that we actually have this set and then a single flower and then a single flower, all right? So let me find, I'm losing track of things here. I took my flowers out. Here's one, here they are. And I'm gonna show you how to stamp these. These are stamped in the basic gray, okay? And let's see, we're gonna use Highland Heather. And I'm gonna clean this little block. This is the very same block that we used for the lipstick. And I'm stamping without the matte this time, and I think we'll be fine without it. It's not really a solid image. And let's see, yeah, I'm gonna do this one the same thing. And then I'm gonna bring in some Daffodil Delight. That's the yellow that we're using. Okay, and you know what? This one is larger. See that stamp right there? So why not stamp that a little larger? Okay, like that. Okay, and that's probably the one I should have used on the other one. So let me go back. I'm gonna add some more Highland Heather. I'll get a little more ink coverage there. What do you think? All right. So, you know, you just have to play around with the stamps to see what works. Now I'm going to clean these. Bring that back in one more time. And this time I'm going to pull out the mint macaron. All right. I know that Daffodil Delight is so bright and cheery. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to take this and I'm just stamping over the leaves, just like that. So, you know, this is a watercolor effect, okay? And yes, you are stamping outside the lines, definitely. Now, if you don't like this look, you can also color with Stampin' Blends, all right? And we all know how much we love those. All right, we're gonna pop up all our flowers on the envelope. And let's see, we'll put one about right there. And then we're gonna put one here. Oh, this would be nice for Mother's Day, wouldn't it? Yeah. Hi, Maria. How nice to have you. So nice to have you tonight. All right. And then one more here. Yeah, these would be very nice for Mother's Day. All right. And this one I'm going to tuck under there just a little bit. But ladies, that is our envelope. And this is our card. Okay, so I hope you like that one. All right, I'll move that out of the way. Okay, so our next card does say Happy Mother's Day. So let me get the supplies for this one. And you can see that we're going to embellish the envelope as well, okay? So we'll do that in a second. First, we'll take out this card base right here and give that a fold. And then we're going to take our perfume bottle and we're going to stamp this in basic gray. We're going to also need some flowers. I'm going to move this up so that you can see this better. There's our perfume bottle. And we are going to need a double flower as well as a single flower. And so I'm going to stamp those there. And they're far enough apart that we can use both dies for cutting them out. Now, once these two are cut out, this is what you're going to have. And please stop me if you need to know what the Big Shot sandwich is, okay? Because I am happy to help with that. All right, so perfume bottle, Grapefruit Grove here. And let's see. I'm going to bring in this ink here. I think I'll stamp off a little bit, and then I'm going to put it right on top the ink bottle. Okay, just like that. All right. And we're going to bring our flowers in. Here they are, right here. And let's see, which one do I want to use? Like I said, I have lots of stamps out tonight, so I have to really check my my stamps here. Okay, so I'm using Highland Heather, and I'm using this stamp right here. It's a little bit bigger. I'm going to stamp right over the flower. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in that mint macaron, and we're going to stamp the leaves. Whoops, and that's the big one. Don't want to use that. I'm going back to the smaller. I want to call this Gorgeous Grunge. I know you all know that stamp set, or Timeless Textures, or maybe it's Artisan Textures. I love those sets. Okay. And then with the Happy Mother's Day, we actually have this die right here for cutting that one out. All right. So let's put our card together. We're going to start with the perfume, and we're going to pop it up. There we go. Okay, and we'll set this about right here. How many of you actually notice the note cards in the book? I'm just curious. Did you ever really take a few minutes just to look at what the products are with this suite? Because I think that the little note cards can get overlooked. So, hi Sandra, welcome. All right, now we need Happy Mother's Day. So let me look for that. And I'm pretty sure, oh, it's right in front of me. It's right here. So more dimensionals. And I'm gonna put these dimensionals towards the center of this tab. All right, because this part is what will get popped up onto the perfume bottle, okay? So I'm going to layer that about right here, okay? All righty. And yes, we're going to add some sequins, all right? So let's do that. I like to use Tombow for that. We'll put one down here and one up here, and we'll put one about there, okay? So it's really, it's kind of a rule of thumb that when you're adding little embellishments like this, to add them in odd numbers. So let's see, words, lovely lipstick. Yes, the words are in lovely lipstick. I forgot to tell you that. Yes, they are. Great question. All right, I'm gonna add a sequin right here. And then I'll add a lighter one there. And let me see, we're gonna add one more. And these are from the Woven Threads collection. Put one right there, okay? And that'll take care of the sequins for this card. All right, and now we're going to embellish the envelope. This one gets a super easy embellishment. We're gonna add words. Kindness is always in style. This time I will use my mat. And Highland Heather. Let me know if you all can see okay, or if I need to move the camera out just a little bit. Much better stamping. You get a better impression with that mat, especially I'm working on a folding table, so I definitely need the mat. If you're on a wood table, that does help a bit. All right, so let me see. Here are the flowers. And let's see, dimensionals. I'll put 2 on this one. All right. This is Highland Heather ink right here, in case you're wondering. And then we'll put that there. And then this is the card. What do you think? You like that one? All right. Okay, our next card, all right? It's the shoes, one of my favorites. Okay. I'm gonna let you all look at that, and if you wanna get a picture or a screenshot, this is what the envelope is going to look like too, okay? So there's both of them. I'm gonna take a water break. Okay, so now we're ready to get started with the last one. And this one has that little wash of color. It's Grapefruit Grove. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Margaret. Thank you. Now with this one, we're gonna add one of our strips of designer paper. So let me measure this for you. It's about a 1/2 inch. And it's 2 3/4 inches long, okay? And we'll actually use snail to add that, okay? And then I'm gonna add it about right here. I do want some of that color to show, okay? So I will leave that there. Oh, we've got some stamping to do down here. We're going to be using Life is Short by the Shoes, right? How many of you who have ever bought a pair of shoes and then you've looked for an outfit to match it? I can't tell you how many times I've done that. So, all right, hopefully this is gonna be straight. I'm kind of looking over. Yes, I got it. All right. Life is Short by the Shoes. Okay, now for the heels, we're actually going to use black Memento ink, all right? So let's do that. Now, do you know why I'm going to use black Memento ink? Anybody have any idea? There is a reason why I changed ink colors, okay? You're gonna need 2 shoes. And there is a reason. Anybody know what that is? Take a guess. Carol said she's never bought shoes before an outfit. Here's our heels. They're all cut out right here, okay? And let me find that other heel. Here we go. Okay, so yes, Gail, you got it. A big star for you. We're using Stampin' Blend, so that's why we need the shoes stamped in black Memento. We don't want that black ink to move, okay? So Gail and Margaret, you've got it. Okay, so we're using Lovely lipstick, all right? And we're gonna use the light and the dark, all right? Now, while I'm talking about blends, this is an in color that's been with us almost 2 years. So it's going to retire next Wednesday, starting next Wednesday, okay? This color retires. So if you don't have these blends and want them, this is the time to get them. Also, Call Me Clover is an in color. These may also go on the retiring list, okay? Now, the reason I say they might is because in the past with the retiring list, we never had Stampin' Blend colors that were retiring, but now we do. So we will look next Wednesday and see if the Stampin' Blends in these 3 colors are going to retire. And it's Lovely Lipstick, Call Me Clover, Pineapple Punch. I can guarantee you, if these are on the retiring list, they will be gone that day, okay? So do keep that in mind. All right, well, let's use the Lovely lipstick, and I'm gonna use the fine tip here. And I'm going to color the heel. Okay, I'm doing that in the dark. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of outline the shoe a little bit, kind of like that. And then this little piece I'm going to do, okay, and I'll come down like that. All right, so I'm kind of doing the outline for the shoe. All right, so here's another little one we're going to do, and we'll do this. Okay, so ladies, next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, okay, the retiring list is coming out. So next Wednesday night at 7:30, I want you to bring your annual catalog and a yellow, it doesn't have to be yellow, bring a highlighter to the table. And we're going to go through the book. We're going to walk through the book and see what is retiring, okay? So that's your annual catalog and a highlighter. And you can even bring the mini because some of those items will retire and others will carry over, okay? All righty, so I'm just kind of blending in that color. Okay, just like this. So yeah, this lovely lipstick is one of our end colors that we're gonna be saying goodbye to. I love this color. I just love it so much. I'm really gonna miss this one. This might be the one that I'll miss the most because I've used it quite a lot. So the cardstock will go on the retiring list. The marker, the ink refill, the embellishments, the ribbon, all of those things will go on the retiring list, okay? Now, if you see something and want it, it's best for you to just go online and order it, okay, before it's gone. Okay, so we're gonna bring our card back. And one of the heels, and this heel we're actually going to use snail. So let me turn this wheel again because it was acting kind of funny. All right, so I've got my snail there, and I'm gonna put my shoe about right there, okay? Now this shoe, I'm going to pop up. All right. And we'll pop it up and put it about right, well, I'll move it over a little bit. There we go, right there, okay? So there's that one, and yes, I'm gonna add 3 more sequins, okay? And then we'll be done with those. Okay, and this is the woven threads. This might retire too. Most of the time, the embellishments usually do retire. So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, this is a smaller sequin, so, okay, there we go, got it. Then I'll bring this one in and hold that down a bit. Okay. And then one more, and I'll put that one right there. Okay, so that's the 3 sequins. And now let's look. We'll look at the envelope. The envelope says, kindness is always in style, just like the other one. So I'm gonna bring in the lovely lipstick again. I'm so glad you all like it. I mean, literally, these are from the catalog. And I probably have told you this before. When I'm looking for inspiration and where to get started on a card, I did Hello Fabulous. Hang on, let's do the other one. I will sometimes just copy what's in the catalog, and by doing that, it kind of warms me up, and then I kind of know what direction I want to go into. And I forgot my mat again. Why didn't I think to use the mat? Always forget that. All right, so kindness is always in style. We are going to use a flower, and let me see. I actually just had that flower. Here we go. Okay. All righty, and we'll get out the Highland Heather one more time. And we'll bring in this stamp here and just stamp right up. Whoops, we're gonna do that again. That's what I love about these flowers. I don't think you can mess them up, okay? All right, and then we need the mint macaron. And I'll use the smaller image for this one. Okay, and somehow I got a sequin in there, but we'll move that. Okay, so let me just kind of hold this up in case you couldn't see it. Okay, so that's how that turned out. Hi, Joyce, welcome. Good to have you tonight. All right, move those sequins out of the way. Oops. Okay, and then we'll just add the flowers right to the envelope. All right? And that is the third card. So I hope you all like that. All right, I'm going to take a quick water break here, and then we're going to start on the purse, okay? And I might even zoom out a little bit. All right. Okay, just looking for my supplies. Okay. All right, so the end colors that I mentioned, I'll quickly just show you. Blueberry Bushel, Call Me Clover, Pineapple Punch, Grapefruit Grove, which we used a lot tonight. We've used the ink for that tonight, and Lovely Lipstick. These are the 5 retiring end colors, okay? And by the way, you don't have to wait till next Wednesday to order the retiring colors. You can do that right now before they even go on the retiring list. And then you have a better chance of getting them, all right? So, okay. So tonight, I'll show you the sample. This is their little sample. I'm going to show you how to use those buckles tonight and how to add a pocket to your purse. Now this purse is done in Mossy Meadow, and the cards we just made fit perfectly right inside, okay? And then I've added a tassel and I've added some ribbon, okay? So the one we're going to make tonight is in Blackberry Bliss, which probably wasn't the best color to choose because it's going to be harder for you to see score lines and the perforated lines too. So didn't think about that until right now. Okay, so when you go to cut this out, you have to cut out 2 of these, all right? Now when cutting out 2, you can get 2 out of 1 sheet of cardstock, okay? So it'll take a 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of cardstock, and you'll get 2 of these, all right? And I think you can see the score lines pretty good there. Okay, so what I like to do is, I like to add a little designer paper, okay? And so that's exactly what we're doing tonight. Now this designer paper right here is cut so that it will fit right in this area without wasting designer paper. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so with this die, we certainly don't need to cut, or we don't have to use the entire die to cut the designer paper out. And what I mean by that is we want the front for the designer paper, right? And so all I really need is a piece of designer paper that's big enough that I can cut this out. Okay, that's all I'm looking for, is to cut out this. That way I'm not wasting designer paper that's over here, okay? And you only need 1 of these. And let me measure this for you. This is measuring 4 inches by 3 3/4 inches, okay? Alrighty, so we cut this out with the Big Shot. It's a magnetic platform, it's your cutting pad, your paper and die, and another cutting pad, okay? All right, so that's what you need there. And then after it's cut out, this is what it's going to look like, okay? So it kind of looks like an apron, doesn't it? All right, so now at this point, we are going to put some Tombow glue on it. All right. Okay, and that should be plenty, more than enough actually. And then we want to go ahead and we want to glue this to one of the panels. Doesn't matter which panel you cut out, okay? Just one of these panels. All right, and I will zoom in a little. I think that'll be helpful for y'all, so hang tight. It's this Band-Aid on my finger. I'm gonna peel this Band-Aid off, and now I can move. There we go. Okay. Now we have it. All right, got it? Okay, now we want to fold score lines. So we're going to fold right here. That's the first score line. Then we're going to fold here. That's another score line. And then right here is the score line. Okay, so those are the tabs where we're going to end up putting tear and tape, okay? And then I've got a score line right there in the middle. All right, see that? Now, this purse can go either way. You can bend the score line so that when you put this purse together, that is going inside, okay? Or the score line can go out. So I'll show you on this sample. Here's one that I made last week. See how I have the score line poking out? So the bag can look like this. Or if I want the sides to go in, they can go in. All right, so you have that option of using it either way. All right, so let's go ahead and fold these score lines. All right, I may be sorry I took my Band-Aid off. All right. Okay, so that's all done. And so the next thing we're going to do is to add tear and tape. All right. So here are my scissors. And I know I'm going to need one little piece right there. Okay, so I have it on that flap. Got it? All right. And then right here, right along this flap. And then I will cut this. Okay, so that's where you need it on this piece. Then you're gonna flip it over. Now remember, your designer paper's right here. So this is the front of the purse. We're gonna flip it over and we're going to add tear and tape right along here, okay? All right, so now that is done, and that is the panel that has the designer paper on it. Now we're gonna go over, this will be the back of the purse, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add tear and tape to this side. Again, we want it right on the tab, all right, that tucks under. And then we're going to want it right here along this tab, this flap, all right? Okay, I think I might be sorry that I took the Band-Aid off, gosh. All right, so here we go. All right, now what we're going to do is we're gonna want our purse to come together and then we'll put the sides on, okay? So we're gonna peel this off. So hang tight here. There we go. You can also use your take your pick tool to do this. And I actually might need that. Let's see. All right. And now we're going to add that right along here. Okay, and hopefully you can see that. See that tear and tape there? And I'm going to set this box right in here, right on top, and I am going to put those two together, okay? Just like that. All right, so now we're ready to do one of the sides. So now we'll peel the tape off here. And we'll peel the tape right off of here. And now this is the bottom of the purse. We're going to attach it just like that. And then we're going to adhere this side to this tab. And I wish I had used another color piece of cardstock with you tonight because it is hard to see with Blackberry Bliss, and I hope you can see that. All right, so now this side is together. Okay, I just keep moving it into different areas of light, so I just hope you can see that. Now we're ready to add this side. All right, so again, we're going to take the tear and tape off. Now, whoever wins this tonight, okay, as when I do the drawing, I am going to mail you your purse flat, all right? And all you'll have to do is put it together, okay? Because I don't want to send it through the mail like this. All right, it'll get all smushed. So now I'm ready to add this. And so right here, hang on. Let's do this again. Okay, good. So this kind of just happens and you just kind of line that up, okay? And then that side fits. All right, so at this point, my little toe can be out like this, or I can push it in if I want, okay? Oh, good, I'm glad you can see it. I had no idea because from my view, it looks like you can't see anything but Blackberry Bliss cardstock. We'll do this one out, okay? And this one today I did with the sides going in, okay? All right, so let's add a pocket. And I've already taken time to cut that pocket out. And this is where I'm going to add a little more tear and tape. Okay. And earlier today, I put tear and tape going across here. And by doing that, you can't open the pocket. So if you want your pocket to open, don't add tear and tape to the top, okay? That way this pocket will open and you can put maybe some lipstick in there. All right, so now I'm gonna peel off the paper from the tear and tape. So, all right, good. Got that up. And this is where I'm going to add that cute little pocket. And I can put it anywhere on the purse that I want. Okay? All right, there we go. How cute is that? It's got a little pocket. Now, I've decided to add a button. And this button was cut with the die. And I used the gold foil sheets. Okay, so that's another option for you if you didn't want to use cardstock. This is the gold foil. You can also use the silver foil, the copper foil, all right? And so there's my little button on my bag. Okay, now I'm going to teach you all about the buckles, okay? Hang on one second. Okay, so when you cut out the buckles, you can cut out 2 at a time. And these are the straps. I love the straps because it's got this cute little stitching, just like the purse has the cute little stitching, okay? So to add the buckle, and you can do it either way, you can slide it on like that, which is the way that I do mine, or you could even go in this way and do it. But I actually think the correct way to do it is this way, okay? So now the buckle is added, just like that. That's all you have to do. I know it's cute as a button, isn't it, Carol? I love it. Cute as a button. All right, I'm gonna add some tear and tape right there, okay? All right, now let me go to the other side and let's add another buckle. All right, so let's see. Do I want to go? Nope. I always have to stop and think about this and which way I'm going to go with it. All right, and now we need tear and tape. All right. I'm going to rub that right there so it sticks. Okay. And that buckle's about to slide off. Okay, so one other thing I like to do before attaching to the purse, okay? I know, isn't it cute? I like to just bend the fibers, okay, in the strap. It's gonna make it easier to twist, all right? And you'll see what I mean in just a second. All right, here we go. We're gonna peel this off. And then we're gonna peel this side off. Okay. And now I'm going to add it to the front, okay? And I'm gonna add it to right where that stitching is, right there. And then I'm gonna twist this and I'm gonna do the very same thing on this side. I am just trying to get it even. Okay. Now you can also tuck these straps inside the purse, okay? And now I'm gonna slide the buckles down just like this. What do you think? Ooh, the buckles, good question, Laura. So the buckles come from this die right here, okay? So I used gold foil paper, and I laid this on top and rolled it through, and I was able to get 2 buckles out of this one die. And it does come with 2 of those dies, okay? So that's a really good question. The buckles come with it, and buttons. You have 2 different size buttons that are included, okay? I mean, you could even embellish this purse with buttons right here and here. I mean, there are all kinds of options. All right, so now we're gonna go over here to the other side and we're gonna slide that buckle on. And like I said, it looks great in gold foil, it looks great in silver foil and copper foil. So lots of options, or you could just use cardstock if you want. But I thought the gold would really pop on the Blackberry Bliss. Okay, and now I'm gonna add some more tear and tape right along there. And you just need a little bit, doesn't take very much. Whoops. Okay. And now I'm gonna peel this off. All right, and this side off. And again, the straps can go inside the purse and they can go outside. I've seen it both ways. You can even take these straps and make it a backpack. And there's a picture of that in the catalog, okay? All right, so here we are on the back. This one's gonna be a little easier, I hope. And we're gonna stick that one there. And I like to put mine about right in that area. And then let's move that buckle out of the way, and we'll put this here. And I will say, the more I make these, the easier it becomes, okay? My first one was a bit tricky, all right? So that's the back. This is the front. What do you think? I'm so glad you like it, Mary Kay. Great. Glad you like it. Let's add some ribbon. And you know what? We're going to add the mint macaron. And we're going to add, you know what? Am I going to do that? Let me see something. I've got, let's use the white tassel. I think that'll be better. Okay, so we'll use the white one. And I'm just going to bring this around here. And let's see. I'll just go on and cut a piece. And hopefully I've cut enough. All right. And then I'm going to loop this just like I'm tying my shoe. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for sharing in Maine. I appreciate it. Okay, ladies, before I say goodbye tonight, make sure you've shared the video, okay, and that you've commented. And whoever wins the purse tonight also gets the 3 cards, all right? And I will mail you the purse flat, okay? You don't want me to mail it like this because it will get all smushed. Ooh, I am loving that. And look at the gold in the tassel, the gold ring. Look at that. See the gold ring and the tassel? How cool is that? All right, so now we'll trim this a bit. Here we go. And I think we got it. What do you think? What do you think? All right, so this is the original, and I did this with the silver foil, silver buckles and button, white tassel. And then this one is the Blackberry Bliss with the gold foil. I like them both, and the note cards are going to be beautiful inside. I know, right, Toddy? I mean, it's a pretty awesome set, and I didn't see the beauty in it either until I started making stuff with it. So it's a really nice little set. So, and it's called Dressed to Impress. All right, ladies, I don't want you to forget about the card class, okay? The Magnolia card class. Let me see if I can find the announcement on that. All right, it's the card kit to go. Don't miss it. Deadline Sunday, all right? And you're gonna get 20 cards, 20 envelopes, and 20 envelope liners, and a full box of cards for making these cards. Thank you, Chris. Thanks, Margaret. I'm so glad you all like it. All right, now, everything we made tonight is free when you place an order in my online store, okay? So starting tonight until next Monday, April 20th, when you place an order of $35 or more in my online store, you'll earn a bee, and you'll also earn the supplies for tonight's project. That means the tote and all 3 cards and envelopes. So I don't want you to miss it. The paper name. The paper is called, what did I do with my catalog? The paper is called Best Dressed, okay? Page 55, Laura, in the catalog, okay? Don't forget about your end colors. That's important before they retire.